Hi, I'm Brianna Collette. Welcome to another episode of Maury IRL in real life. And we're here at the YouTube space in New York City. Today I'm going to take you backstage and behind the scenes of our infamous cheating shows with singer-producer Christine Ponzi, associate producer Mike Bernazian, and executive producer Paul Fallhaber. So Paul, today is all about cheating. How did the concept of bringing a lie detector test come about?
Well, you know, the idea of having a polygraph test has been done before the Maury Show, but 21 years ago, I remember the second week of taping, we tested this couple, and he failed the test.
We're showing some serious problems on sexual contact with someone else during your marriage.
I'm not gonna be second best. I'm not over a bitch. No way, never.
And we remember that was one of the first days where this raw emotion really spilled out backstage between this couple. I believe her name was Sherry and Chris. You know, it just really started us down the road of uncovering the truth.
Do you love him enough to fight for your marriage?
I don't think so.
The number one question is, everyone wants to know, are these stories real?
That's like the $1 million question. I've been here almost 16 years and I get asked that every time I meet someone new.
Every dinner you go to, every person you
party,
meet, what do you do? You work for the Maury Show.
Real?
Guess
Come on,
real.
that's not real.
Right.
It is beyond real. Their stories are real. The evidence they find is real. If it wasn't real, our jobs would be a lot easier because we work hours and hours and hours trying to find the best stories with the most real situations.
Why should someone call you to get a lie detector test on Maury?
The reason why someone should call us for a lie detector test is because these women come to us with insane amounts of evidence. They have these relationships that they have put so much into over X amount of months, years, whatever the case may be, you know? And they want to know the truth. And they want to have this final closure with us.
What should the guests expect when they're brought on the show?
They should expect, you know, a lot of excitement, a lot of high energy.
Yeah,
They
like
should
what's happening backstage before they come out?
we prepare them. We really prepare them. We go over every question Maury's going to ask them on the show because they've never been on TV before. Some of them have never even been on a plane before, never mind a television show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they're everyday people with everyday problems. And
love
you know,
that.
the one thing that they need to expect is that they need to come out there and give their all and tell their story, and they will leave with the answers that they came here looking for.
Right.
And they know in their hearts the truth, but they need that lie detector to validate
Just
it
to
for them.
validate.
So they'll get that, and then they can finally make the decision to move on or to stay.
What advice do you give people before they go out on stage?
Just give them more confidence and just empower them. It's all about uplifting. It's all about making them feel better about themselves and really just reminding them, like, listen, this is what we spoke about all week over the phone. So you just need to keep being confident. There was something that us as producers that drew us into your story. You know, our audience loves to listen to the stories. Maury's very invested in them and is welcoming on stage. So if they just go out there and just be themselves, everything is going to be just fine.
So now people come onto the show with all kinds of evidence. What's the craziest piece of, evidence that someone has brought on the show, guys?
One girl found a ponytail in her toilet once and brought it.
Like a weave ponytail?
It was like a weave ponytail, yeah. She found it, and he had cheated with that person.
You know, after all these years doing that, we still don't understand how some of these guys leave this stuff around the house because, you know, we find underwear, we find panties, we find skirts, earrings, makeup, pocketbooks.
I'm like struggling to even think of one just because there's been so many. It's hard to pinpoint.
We've had a couple gentlemen blame the dog.
Really?
Yeah, we've had a lot of dogs.
Like dog hair or like?
No, like scratches on the neck. You know, the dog did it.
That's smart.
The dog did it, or the dog bit me, or the dog. You know, I was rolling around the floor with the dog.
A cheating guy put on the spot will sometimes find a way to say anything.
Do you ever feel like you're exploiting the people that come onto the show?
No. Here's the thing. The people who come on our show, they call us. They want help. There's nothing that happens during the pre-production or the production or the post-production of the show that they are not fully aware of. So, you know, the best it can work out, you know how bad it can go, you know. And you have to be ready for, you know, the results however they are.
Besides receiving your lie detector results, what are the other benefits of coming onto the Maury Show?
First and foremost, a polygraph test is expensive. So it's not every day that you get a free polygraph test.
Right.
You know, we'll fly you here, we'll take care of all of your expenses. So it's not gonna cost you anything.
Okay.
A benefit of coming on the show is Aftercare. So
Right,
if you're
tell me about that.
Yeah, if you're that guy who came on the show knowing that they were gonna knowing that he was going to get nuked, by the test. We offer them aftercare, so at least they can go home and we can give them or offer them professional help to rebuild their relationship, and we'll take care of it. We'll make sure that they don't have to pay for it.
That's great. Once someone has gotten their results, what happens after that?
We go back to the green rooms, we check in on the guests, we see if everyone's okay, we talk to them a little bit. We have our aftercare therapists come in, just make sure that everything's okay. We call them the next day to make sure that they're all right.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of them we become friends with on Facebook, so we end up messaging them and following up, and we really talk to them a lot. Maybe they do have kids together. Like that's
especially when there's kids involved.
Yes, especially when there's kids involved.
Maury always promotes that. We always promote that. Like, you might want to just give it one more chance for your family.
Paul, thank you. Christine and Mike, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Until next time, I'm Brianna Colette for Maury IRL in real life. And remember, keep it real.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, if you want to see more Maury content, click here. And be sure to subscribe to be the first to know about new videos.